Chow time. On the platform of YouTube, there are a great many big, ultra bad no-no-nos. Messy, gooey no-no-nos. And you might be asking what some of these are, and some of them I'm sure you can think off the top of your head. But there is one. There is one that nobody deign even attempt, because it is just so unspeakable, so bad, so terrible. And I'm of course talking about false copyright striking. For those of you who are unaware of what this thing is, the process of false copyright striking, think of the greatest sin that you can conjure up in your mind and then multiply it by like 3 or something, because that's what that is. But before I get ahead of myself, I need to talk about the person that we're going to talk about, because this person has done the big no-no. And I'm of course talking about The Mannii Show. Now, for some of you who don't know who The Mannii Show is, I don't blame you. I didn't even know who they were at first, which is shocking considering that they have 12 million subscribers. That is an extremely shocking number, and it's especially shocking when you look at the content that they post. The best way to describe it is just like cringe. It's just cringe. It is a cringe farm, and it also seems to be a sub farm, because the unfortunate thing now with YouTube is that shorts are an extremely big thing, and it's a system that gets all too abused. Some people just make channels that focus purely on shorts, and they manage to get up all of those, subscribers and everything, but those people that watch usually don't stick around, so you usually see these channels with lots and lots of subscribers, and then they get like 100,000 views, which is a lot, not for 12 million subscribers. So why am I talking about The Mannii Show? The reason I am talking about The Mannii Show is because there was a YouTuber about a week or two ago by the name of Ingwin, and I apologize if I'm not pronouncing it right, who decided to do a funny haha video, and it was basically going over this YouTube channel, The Mannii Show. And I mean, can you blame him? It's low-hanging fruit, ripe for the plucking, and that's exactly what he did. He plucked. He created a video by the name of, I believe it's Why Everyone Hates The Mannii Show. It's a funny haha video poking fun at this channel that is clearly there just to farm subscribers, so no harm, no foul, it's just words. But apparently not to The Mannii Show. Because The Mannii Show seems to, can't stand it. Can't stand their pride being ripped. And The Mannii Show, in their wisdom, I suppose, if you can even call it that, decided to pull out the nuclear option, the big no-no, and he decided to copyright strike Ingwin. Which, by the way, is an extremely stupid thing to do, because you have to understand, the copyright strike, it's the last possible option that you do if you have something against a YouTuber. And this isn't even like I don't like you kind of thing. It is a legitimate tool that's used for a legitimate reason, and that's when people going against YouTube's terms and policies against copyright. So it's only used for those specific instances, and it's unfortunate, but people abuse it and turn it around to be like, oh, you made fun of me. Haha, look what I got here. The copyright strike. Delicious. But it's a catch-22, because it's like the ultimate stupid kamikaze, because while you might be able to get the video taken down, and you might be able to get that, channel a strike, you also publicly make yourself look like a fool, especially if it's something that isn't worth the copyright strike. So you only use the copyright strike if it is absolutely crystal clear. You need 100% bullseye, because if you mess up and you do a copyright strike on the channel and it's perceived as petty or not really worthy of a copyright strike, you're screwed. Your career is the bueno. And again, that's why copyright strikes are so scary, because it gives you a strike on your channel. And much like baseball and the American legal system for the most part, 3 strikes, you're out. But I'm getting ahead of myself. The Mannii Show copyright striked Ingwin. The video got taken down, and then, of course, that was then broadcast to the public that, hey, The Mannii Show did this, and now The Mannii Show looks like a complete fool. And not only did it end up being a stupid kamikaze, it ended up being a kamikaze that reversed itself, because as of filming this video, the video that Ingwin made on The Mannii Show is back up on YouTube, so that was reversed. And not only that, The Mannii Show also found another YouTube channel that also hurt their itty-bitty witty feelings, and then decided to try and copyright strike that channel. And in YouTube's glorious wisdom, and that's not sarcasm, I'm giving YouTube the very rare praise that they oh so desperately deserve, and their very rare window of wisdom, they shut down the copyright strike in its entirety. And it was to the point where even YouTube emailed the channel saying, hey, by the way, you should be made aware of this, that this YouTube channel copyright striked you. So if you want to remove the video, if for legal reasons, we're giving you a heads up, but we're not going to do it ourselves because we don't think it's a copyright strike worthy thing that's happening. So that was a good move on YouTube, and fortunately, and also unfortunately, this wasn't the first time that that's happened, and it's not the first time that YouTube reversed it in these last couple weeks, because there was another YouTube channel by the name of TechLead, much smaller, who also did the same thing and started striking channels and videos that hurt their itty bitty witty feelings. But the thing is, they did it at such a rapid rate that they kept getting turned down. And it was, I think, especially because on Twitter, TechLead did like this, I don't know if it was like stream or just a video that he decided to film, where he admitted outright, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna abuse the copyright system. And that video has been deleted because, I think he realized that that was kind of stupid. So not only is the Mannii Show doing it, there are multiple other YouTubers and, other entities that are also trying to do the same thing. And that's where the problem is starting to develop. Because this isn't a new thing. This didn't start with the Mannii Show. This isn't, as you can guess, he's not exactly a creative creator, neither am I, but regardless of that fact, this is something that's been on YouTube for an extremely long time, and it's been a problem that YouTube has been trying to address, but just haven't really been able to. I don't really blame them, because with the platform as big as it is, with so many users, it's very difficult to kind of perfect that YouTube copyright strike system. And I'll give them credit, it's so much better than what it was. Is it perfect? No, far from, my friend. Miles from perfect, but it's a lot better. And I don't know what's happened. I don't know what the Mannii Show drank. I don't know what kind of evil poison he put in the air, but now there's multiple YouTube channels and, again, entities that are doing the same thing, because not only did the Mannii Show not only did the Mannii Show do it, not only did TechLead do it, but for a while we thought that Sniper Wolf did it, that YouTube channel. Listen, of all the things that Sniper Wolf did, a false copyright strike would not be far out of her league. But the thing is that we realized and found out within like a couple hours as of filming this, is that she might have not even did the copyright strike because she's denying it on Twitter. But that just brings an even more concerning issue. Or is this going to be a new wave on YouTube that where, once again, there are channels that are false copyright striking all over the platform? And that's a very concerning thought to have. Because as of this year and as of this week, I'd argue, the two big faces when it comes to false copyright striking are TechLead and the Mannii Show. The Mannii Show, I think, is the more prevalent one, just considering how massive his channel is, with like 12 million subscribers, which is, again, mind-boggling. Boogly hoogly. Right there in the mind. And again, I don't get how somebody with that large of an audience would risk that audience and risk that channel, no matter how cringy it is, would risk all of that just because they got their feelings hurt. That's not why the copyright strike system is in place, even though it's been abused so many different times because people got their itty bitty feelings hurt. So why risk that? Why even attempt to do a false copyright strike? And with the channel as big as you are, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt and assuming that you know a lot about the algorithm. That might be too much though. And with knowing the audience, I think you'd know how the YouTube system works and know how they would react when they find out that you get a false copyright strike. But again, that just might be hopeful thinking from me. Maybe you're not the genius that I thought you were. But regardless of that fact, what's done is done. People are now going to associate the Mannii Show as that really, really big YouTube channel that copyright striked this other channel. And it's just not a good look. Granted, I'm starting to wonder if all the people that are subscribed to the Mannii Show are actual subscribers or not. I don't know. But in the end, this is not just about the Mannii Show, not even about TechLead. This is about unfortunately now reoccurring problem where channels and videos are now getting falsely copyright striked. And it's a problem that YouTube needs to pretty soon and pretty swiftly address. And I understand that it's going to be really tough. It's been really tough. YouTube over all of these years has not been able to address it properly. Hopefully the system that they have in place of automatically denying the copyright strikes will work in the long term. It's doing okay so far. It's not like perfect, but it is doing pretty good so far. So again, props to YouTube. Keep it up. Hopefully it works out, but in the end, we're just gonna have to wait and see. I really do hope that everything works out in the end. I hope that this is just this weird burst of idiots online that are trying to abuse the system, but who knows? But we will find out, and we will be ready. But that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, if indeed you still are. My name is Brockster, and I bid you all adieu. And this video is striked.